This is El Bacone. This is the entity stalking from location to location at the same venue, right? So position to position. That's monitoring. Monitoring is detailed stalking. Psychopathic level of stalking, stalking you with activity creation as you move, all right? As you move your body, as you engage in use of your devices. The library is over. The fake moon was over there, all right? The demons were flying over in planes over there, okay? I have gone to the opposite side of the clock, which is where the fake moon went, which is where the demons are stalking by plane, which is where the people of the state are stalking as well. They are a population, the entire city of Ontario is stalking me. And I want to be clear, the Ontario International Airport has long exceeded what is a basis regarding what is shutting down an airport that's engaged in terrorism. Not only that, this is the bases established regarding martial law, which is domestic terrorism, i.e. gang stalking, and this is the means whereby the U.S. government will implement martial law based on the mentally ill population that are engaging in criminal activities such as stalking as an airport, stalking in commercial planes, stalking by helicopter. And doing so in this environment, which is speaking to mental illness, that is shared by a population. Corruption that is shared as a population, and with impunity, okay? This is P.O.C. It's indeed the stalking. Light activity, relevant positioning, ongoing audible activity, stalking in the path. And this is what they're doing with regard to touching with impossible light activity. And they're doing so from all angles and committing the exact same conduct by the so-called police department. They're not a police department. They've been exposed as what they are. They are demons that are engaging in corruption in the city of Ontario, and they are revealing what the demons are doing throughout the state of California. Okay, this is P.O.C. It is currently, by the way, while the gang stalkers are employed by Allied Universal and Securitas, they're engaging in the pattern. Okay, this is the entity that's engaging in what is molesting with impossible light under the guise of wearing that uniform, which is giving the means whereby you're going to prosecute those companies that are engaging in the pattern of conduct. Okay, this is P.O.C. This is impossible light activity appearing on the bench while a demon. That's the same apartment building where the Ontario International Airport flew over that building, and I went in that parking garage, and it's already on the record, all of their license plates, the sample of defendants. This is the demon possessed. This is Satan. Satan is manifesting by aiming light toward me. And this is also where the entity is keeping the fake moon over me. Target. This is where the entity is stalking by the airport, Ontario International Airport. Targeting. This is P.O.C. This is the mentally ill behavior of a population that commit murder. They're doing this while they are literally very disturbed in their minds. Stalking with light is mentally ill behavior. It is psychopathic. It is while a person is demon possessed, and that is speaking to the behavioral health concern that threatens a population. That's what's stalking in commercial planes. And they're doing so with the city of Ontario. This is what they were doing over the Ontario City Hall. Now they're doing it over here by me at the El Bacone. That's Metro 102 Apartments. Ontario City Hall is over there. So this is the entity you're just looking at, that ongoing stalking is under the fake moon. This is the P.O.C. And as you're also looking at it, by the way, the city of Ontario prosecutes the city of Upland. The city of Upland prosecutes the city of Ontario. Mike Lorenz is absurdly psychotic, okay? Alan D. Wapner, absurdly, just psychotic. These are demons that are no longer cloaked, okay? This is not a president of an airport authority. This is a psychopath, Alan D. Wapner, and everybody on that airport leadership board and everybody on that Ontario executive team, they're going to be federally prosecuted as terrorists. They are threats to the public that are making a lot of money and calling themselves titles in order to make money off of what is criminal activity by airlines that are also sharing in that criminal system, providing instrumentalities of interstate commerce to engage in terrorism of an American citizen, and these companies are going to be federally prosecuted for. This is P.O.C. The entity is targeting in all the ways in which I'm showing you. This is the psychopathic pacing while they're maintaining presence all around me. These are the demons that are engaging in this chaotic conduct, the demon possessed. This is literally the vessels that Satan is using, and this is what you need to know about the demon possessed that are engaging in what is gang stalking. It's demonic activity, and this is the criminalization of it. These are the demon possessed that are engaging in this, and they're doing so while the cities are gang stalking together. That's what you're seeing Upland and Ontario, California engaging together. All right, this is the P.O.C. This has nothing to do with any of the flights that are published on the Ontario International website. Any flights that are coming from Terminals 2 and Terminal 4, where they are flying necessarily miles away to then hover and doing the objects in the sky that are supposed to mimic the natural environment, while they fail, they who are demon possessed fail in mimicking sanity. Okay, and that's the Securitas security guard that is kicking off that pattern of conduct by driving up and molesting with impossible light. And Securitas is gang stalking with the people of the state under the guise of being a security guard, meaning the entity engages in domestic terrorism with those that are at the venue. Who lives in that home? Who's engaging in landscaping at that home? Who's engaging in what is visiting at that home? Who's engaged in what is arriving in order to provide any means of services at that home, because that's the entity that is claiming that they belong there, and that's the basis of what is the pattern of conduct. This is the entity that's engaged in psychotic behavior, ongoing, and doing so while they are doing that on behalf of the government. This is in the engineered light where the government is stalking, all right? And this little pipsqueak is engaging in terrorism and furtherance of murder. And this is what they do with the entity that's stalking by helicopters and by airplanes. These are serial killers. These are rapists. These are pedophiles. These are vagina monitors. These are stalkers. And it's all state action. Federal stalking under Title 18. And this is why the government is being prosecuted, and the entire population. The entire population, they're all stalking together. Everybody in their vehicles, they're all stalking together. This is P.O.C. There are no airport terminals over here. This is massive surveillance. And the government's being federally prosecuted. It is domestic terrorism, P.O.C. It is currently 10:09 p.m. You're walking away while your face is being shown. You're still stalking, and you are here because you are stalking me. Do not be deceived by that or tricked by that. Those are demons that want to sexually violate you, but they don't want you to see who they are. They're here stalking me, and you're still stalking while you're in relevant position. They're not going anywhere. They are far too obsessed for that. They're not going anywhere. POC.